What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are finally doing a review on the Upshaws Season 6. So, there was a lot of rumors that we were going to be getting Season 6, Season 7. Season 7, aka Part 7, is going to be the last season. That's happened before. Don't know how true it is, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But thus far, I'm kind of curious how it is going to go because I am enjoying the Upshaws. This season was kind of up and down a little bit for me personally. So if you guys remember in the last season, I'm going to kind of go on almost in each character, but I'm going to do a quick recap on each one to get my final thoughts of the season. So we have where Lucretia, aka Wanda Sykes, she got married in the last season, moved to Atlanta with her now husband Frank, who is a lawyer, and she's having issues adjusting. She wants to go home. She does go back and forth, but she finds out her niece is mad at her, Regina's mad at her, and Benny just wanted her gone, and she keeps going back and forth after making a deal with her husband, and then finally coming back, reconciling with Regina, but then also continuing wanting to butt into people's lives, and she's still trying to make investments, still trying to do this and that, and then still trying to get used to her marriage, and she finds out things about Frank that's kind of awkward. Same thing with him with her, and her wanting to put reinvestments in, like on her building that she did own, but it turned into a rat trap, and she's having to put more money into it to get it back up and running. That made an issue with him as well, having to get along with the family, and then him trying to, hang out with Benny, and then it just made a big issue because again we all know with Benny, with Mike Amp's character, he's a clown. He's a jackass. He's stupid, but he's funny too. And when he tries to talk shop with one of these characters, Frank, he gets mad at him. He calls him out, and it was rightfully so because he needs to be called out on his crap, and he's not always called out, even though Lucretia does call him out on his crap. Well, it caused an issue. Frank told her about it, and her friend got into it because I guess she felt like it's my job to call him out on his crap, not you. And even when later on that they try to reconcile, he even tries to pay back Lucretia for the loan. It does not work out because she thought, okay, look, I gave you this amount of money when we opened. It's become a lot more now. I want more. And there's more issues. So, kind of went into that. Now, on a shorter note, Benny didn't really change a whole lot this season. He was still doing the same dumb crap. The one thing that was kind of interesting was he started getting more business from the one that was Frank's friend, that is a businessman, so he was able to give him some business. Then also his mother came into town yet again, conned him out of his vehicle between her and her new boyfriend that turned out to be a con man. I guess they came out with another con, or this was the con all along, to play Benny, and they were able to take away his car. So he ends up getting another one after the money that he was given by, of course, Bernard, after Bernard made his shop a success with his gym. But he does have issues from, parking issues where he goes to court for, which I'll get into. Same thing with his relationship. And, of course, minor issues. Again, I'm going to get into this part with the kids here in a minute. But Benny does buy a piece of crap Camaro to restore, and he gets mad because, again, he didn't do the smart thing. Instead of trying to pay off debt, trying to do this, trying to do all that first before buying a vehicle, it caused an issue. So no shocker there. But I will say this. I don't know why they try to put focus on the kids when they're really not doing anything. Because Bernard, I just feel like Bernard's just there. Like, he is not really doing anything other than, of course, with the gym and trying to help his family and just kind of being the handy guy there. He has a relationship. He does want to go into an open relationship. Then the guy he's with wants to not stop the open relationship, which is like, dude, you're the one that suggested this. Then your dude didn't like it, and then he ended up liking it. So it felt like Bernard kind of pretty much made an ass out of himself, if you really think about it. Then, of course, between the other kids, Kelvin, I'm going to say this now. If you guys have seen this season, he ends up screwing up big time by stealing a Cadillac converter from his dad off one of the vans, which is tremendously crazy because, again, if anyone knows about Cadillac converters, they go for a decent amount of money, but at the same time, stealing from your dad, you're pretty much, Same deal. I mean, that's pretty much calling the kettle black at that rate from the things that Benny's done. And before anyone says, oh, well, he's a kid, he shouldn't have kicked him out. One, Regina kicked out Benny, so again, I think that was kind of right for him to kick him out, but he should have been able to go to his mom, even though I'm going to say this now, his mom is a hood rat. His mom is a hood rat. She is just a bougie pain in the ass. That's what she is. She's a bougie pain in the ass. And she's thinking this whole time of, oh, well, you need to take care of me, otherwise I'm going to go to court. It's like, dude, okay, first off, shut up. Unless it's in the court documents, he's taking care of his son. There's no court documents saying that he has to take care of you. He does not have to take care of you. So I found that to be a lot of BS, in all honesty. And her getting married to that guy, it was just a prolonged thing, because if the guy's stupid enough to marry her, then by all means, that way he doesn't have to put up with her. So that was kind of crazy. Then the whole thing with his youngest daughter didn't really show a lot of her, other than her mad at Lucretia. Then, of course, his other daughter trying to get ready for college, and it just seems like, okay, that these kids are still too young to even thinking about college, or even too young to even be in high school. I don't know, man. Like, it's weird of how shows try to push kids in school to be like, oh, well, they're in high school, or they're in this. It's like, dude, they don't even look old enough to be in high school. Or whatever. They look like they're in middle school or something. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just me, because I'm like, wait a minute, how are they worrying about college when aren't they in middle school or something? It's like, okay, whatever. And then I'm gonna say this: Regina's character, I felt bad for her a little bit, because she was mad with her sister, then started getting on the right track with her job in the medical department. Then she gets money from her sister for a shuttle, goes nuts. Now all her plans get wary. And then by the very end of the season, she's running a run for council. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, why are you wanting to run for council when you can't settle on one thing you want to do with your life? But again, there are people that are like that. But I just don't think this is going to be good for her, and I think it's going to blow up in her face, because by the very end of the episode, I think that she really is going to have problems to whatever that was revealed to her in that file. If you guys already saw this season, I think it's just going to cause a lot more problems for whether it have to be with any of her kids, her marriage, her sister, herself, something. So I don't know, guys. This season, it has funny moments, I will admit that, but it also has like kind of stupid moments. But I was trying to ignore that. But overall, still decent season. What do you guys think about it? I'm looking forward to the next season, possible last season. I enjoy the Upshaws, in all honesty. I love Wanda Sykes' character the best. She's honestly the main character that I really enjoy. I do like Mike Imps, but some of his character, you just want to slap him across the head and go, dude, really? But Wanda Sykes' character is really hilarious, especially how she acts. So again, I know she's co-creator for this, but I like Wanda Sykes as a comedian. I like her as an actress. She's hilarious, and I still think she's doing good with this, and Mike Imp's still doing good as well. So overall, guys, what'd you think of Upshaws Season 6? Season 7 is going to be upon us before we know it, but what'd you think? Let me know about it down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you as always on the next one.